ready to run. Racing. Pacific Vibe hops out nicely. Very slow to go with Scott tied up. Going to the lead, Smart Dandy. Pacific Vibe beside it, trying to squeeze through here. Belfast Smarty trouble. Belfast Smarty in trouble. Killerly Star was in trouble. Eyes on Kitty was in trouble. The Scintillating's in big trouble around the corner. Smart Dandy, Pacific Vibe behind them. TV Kitty, Smart Dandy. Local win in the first just. Over the top of Pacific Vibe, who seemed to have its chance. Followed across there by TV Kitty, and Scott tied up after missing the start by 5. Gets 4th, then Belfast Smarty. It was in trouble with Eyes on Kitty, Killerly Star and V Scintillating in a very rough contest the first. Well done to Brian Hunt. And the bookies too, for that matter. Set. Racing, Scott No Limbs, just a moderate beginning with If It Fits, trying to cross them. Steffi Star, If It Fits is pushing up the inside of that, then Scott No Limbs around the outside, swirling Eddie Oddfellow gets a run through. Gaining back in the race here was Belt Road as they come up towards the corner. Ziggy Baxter's a good way from them. Into the straight, Scott No Limbs has found the lead from If It Fits. Scott No Limbs, If It Fits, Oddfellow to 3rd. Tanks Rob White out up for 4th. Belt Road not too far away, then swirling Eddie, Ziggy Baxter and Steffi Star. Scott No Limbs, favourite does do the job, and 18.13, run home 11 seconds, can't begrudge her the win either. To unfold, ready for the 3rd. Racing, Pandering was slow. Best to go, She's Mustard goes to the lead from Auntie Trace, followed across there by Corborn Marcy. Get in underneath that would have been Jazz Hill around the first bend. Pandering makes some ground. Coco Bear gets ahead of it. She's Mustard's been checked out of the race. Corborn Marcy's got checked. Getting back there, Candy Crusher, and now Kentucky Dogs at the back. In front, Auntie Trace by about 3 on Jazz Hill, then Coco Bear, Panda Ring. Further back in the race to She's Mustard, Candy Crusher, Kentucky Dog, Corborn Marcy. On the corner, Auntie Trace, she's not coming back to them, trying hard, Jazz Hill. At least a run second, not 3rd today. 6 beats to 3. 2 up for 3rd, Panda Ring. Not bad after the beginning. Coco Bear next to go by, then She's Mustard, Candy Crusher, Kentucky Dog, and Corborn Marcy. No luck first bend again for the 2nd week running. 31.24. No records here with a run home 12.04. Not that that matters. Auntie Trace wins on debut. And racing, Meet Damon, a fair break anyway, gets to the lead though by about a length and tries to cross Meet Damon, followed through there by Scott No Show, and Gully Screamer followed around the corner here by Eva Storm, and Nana's Girls got well back, and back with them too is Pistols Princess. Up to the corner, Meet Damon runs underneath anyway, closer in, Scott some ticker. One scores easily, Meet Damon. Maybe Scott some ticker for 2nd from Annie Wade, was tight though. Nana's Girl ran on, then Gully Screamer. Back in the race we had Pistols Princess. Back with them was Scott No Show and Eva's Storm. Gully Screamer, if I didn't mention it. 18.09's the clock. And the one has won it. 1, 3, 8 and 5. Up, number 1, set. Racing, 2 up, just a moderate beginning along with Takeaway. Beating them out was Scott No Odds. 2 up, pushes up the inside. Mishooks there early, getting underneath that now was Takeaway. Further back in the race, we've got Maligned and Blazers Corporal. Well back is Big Ben, Come On Mickey. 2 up, Blazers Clear, up by several lengths here on Scott No Odds and Takeaway. 1 easily from the 3, the 2, the 7 was 4th, that was Maligned. Blazers Corporal next to go by, then Miss Hook, Come On Mickey, and Big Ben. What's the clock? It's going to be fast. 17.52 with a searing run home of 10.58 because he wasn't fast early, but Takeaway couldn't take advantage of it. Scott No Odds tried, and the weight of money hasn't stopped this dog. She's got a nose to the lids. We're set. Racing. She steps really well. Our Gypsy goes to the lead here from Bev's New Point. Taikari Alas out wider, then Bruiser Bale getting underneath that was Peaky Blinder. Our Gypsy here by 8 round the first bend. Peaky Blinder drives to second. Taikari Alas the inside is third. Bev's New Point balances up fourth, and Bruiser Bale 2 lengths last. Let's get back to our Gypsy out by 12, we'll say. Giving chase, Peaky Blinders got right away on Taikari Alas. Bruiser Bale, who'll run past that, you would think, in Bev's New Point. Up they come. Eyes on the clock for our Gypsy. Peaky Blinders going a good race. 3 and easily our Gypsy from Peaky Blinder. Bruiser Bale to third. Taikari Alas fourth, and Bev's New Point. And we go to the board. It's going to be pretty good. It's going to be very good. She ran 5.02 for a lead up. That's pretty hot. We've got 30.1 on the board. It will be adjusted to something, I would think. Second mark in an 18.50, and that's really top notch. Our Gypsy making 10% look pretty good value. Peaky Blinders beaten the others by a margin. Bruiser Bale got past Taikari Alas, and she tried very gamely for that elusive placing. Nearly there. Racing. Shelley McBell was slow. Snow Demon out well. Denali out well too. They'll be followed through there by Fangirl. Corborn Mark trying to push forward. Sosa's got my money round the outside. Shelley McBell getting through on the inside. Liz Watto's back there. So too is Plating Puss. Fangirl. It's Snow Demon out wide. Shelley McBell comes hard. Snow Demon from Shelley McBell or Denali Lunge to make that interesting second and third. Behind those runners, we had Plating Puss and Liz Watto, Corborn Mark, Scott My Money, Fangirl. Snow Demon, the 8. If she didn't run so far, she'd win more easily. Denali's tried to stay underneath. Shelley McBell off another moderate. Beginning's got a pretty solid run through. Corborn Mark was there throughout. Ray Udy rolls the lure, was set. Racing, Zimmer Frame went up with the lids and lost it a wee bit. Corborn Phillip heads out towards the lead with Silver Token underneath it, and Bundoran Lass third round the first bend with Elusive Babe. And they'd be followed then. Silver Token just getting around a couple now. Back and behind these runners, Archie Bale sneaking through on the rail, but Zimmer Frame got there ahead of him. Well back in the race, Thrilling Ava, Elusive Babe's been shuffled to last. Corborn Phillip in front by 2 or 3. Silver Token giving chase. Couple back here, Zimmer Frame, still some work to do. Further back in the race to Archie Bale, Bundoran Lass, Thrilling Ava. Corborn Phillip holding, Silver Token tries. Corborn Phillip win 23 in his career from Silver Token and Zimmer Frame. Gaps back the others headed by Bundoran Lass, Archie Bale, Thrilling Ava, Elusive Babe. Fair bit of trouble around the first bend. Corborn Phillip did it from the front. 30.85, run home 11.75. Set. Racing. Corborn El Paso midfield. Nui Magic springs to the lead. Queen Star going with it early. Poking up too there was So Unbelievable, and Gully Crusher right in that pack as well. Corborn El Paso's got up to second here, but it's got to run down Nui Magic, who's 4 lengths in front. Well back in this race here, we've got Spearmint Juju, Corborn Paws, another charm. Nui Magic in nicely from Corborn El Paso, and So Unbelievable. Next to go by was Spearmint Juju, then Gully Crusher. Further back in the race, we had Queen Star, Corborn Paws, another charm. 3 from 3, box 1, Nui Magic Clocks a 17.87 today with a run home of 10.87 and a 7-second lead up. And it's been 1, 6, 2 and 7. It's been a fair run from the favourite off a similar beginning to last week. He had a bit of work to do, but she's been hit or miss. But when she springs, she's reasonably slick, certainly down in the grades anyway. Nui Magic for Marcy Flip. Raced by the Hair of the Dog Syndicate. Win 5, starts 17. Tote and 2.30 on the book. Racing now, Lady Zena hopped out nicely, heads towards the lead. Superbad's there early with Homebush Naki and Corborn Josh. Princess Novak's wide. Corborn Satin tries to get through the inside and Corborn Bird. Lady Zena the inside, Superbad the outside. They share up the pace and a couple of lengths away. Corborn Josh stalks them, 3 lengths back to Corborn Bird, then Homebush Naki. Then Corborn Satin and Princess Novak. Lady Zena's still in front. Superbad's a length and a quarter away now. In behind them to Corborn Josh. Further back then to Homebush Naki. She's kicking Lady Zena and she pulls right away and scores from Homebush Naki or Corborn Josh. And it was Superbad who got tired late to be fourth. Followed across then by Corborn Satin and Princess Novak and Corborn Bird. Well, that's been good, Lady Zena. She's pulled right away from them. And she's clocked a nice time. This is 30.56. And it's really good to see her. She's flattening out and doing the job. Now, who got that second bob? 3. 6, 3, 4 and 2. Ready to run. Racing, Homebush Chaos Fair off the inside. Archie's time bounds well, followed up by Snowball Chance and a Power Lachlan is punching into the race as well. Vinga Guapa's wider on the track, getting back in the race here is Your Dreams and Elamine Blonde. Archie's time's run a wee bit wide. Homebush Chaos gets to run the inside and a Power Lachlan stomps down the outside and gets up. Power Lachlan, Homebush Chaos. Archie's time's third, line up for fourth. We had Your Dreams was there. Out wider, Elamine Blonde and Snowball Chance was between them with Vinga Guapa. Opawa Lachlan over the top, the 3. Gets up from Homebush Chaos and Archie's time, the other ballot, in for third. 3, 10, 9 and 7. I think Guapa caught at the back, it ran fourth. There now. Racing, Manu Rama sprung pretty well, and Vito Baxter's out well too, but is out wide. Up between runners here, Scott the Looks is poking up. Vito Baxter crossed and gone. Trying to come with it there was Casual Sipper, Manu Rama the inside. Round the outside of that to Flying Blake. Scott the Looks is further back there with Kapai, and also Serve Your Purpose. Vito Baxter in well from Manu Rama. Next to go by was Casual Sipper, and then Flying Blake with Scott the Looks. Further back in the race to Good Time Mike Kapai and Serve Your Purpose. You'll have run a time here, Vito Baxter. Head-on shot's what I want to see, and we'll see that soon. Manu Rama sprung well. Now you can see there's a line of 4, and Vito Baxter's the outside, but he's worked across. The 4's just been squeezed a fraction, and the 8's just crossed them with impunity, really. On the run was set. Racing, Effective Power, fair break, and Corborn Spree was second last away, and the slowest away there was Gully Runner. Now Effective Power drives to the lead here from Mighty Twist. They'd be followed through there by Thrilling Forest. Got No Value Cop to check. Corborn Spree back in behind these runners. Further back then to Gully Runner, Lola's Quest, Lily Mars Smoke, and Effective Power in easily from Thrilling Forest just second, I would say, with Mighty Twist and Scott No Value right there too. And also in that ruck was Gully Runner not too far away. And Lola's Quest was back in the pack. Did I mention Corborn Spree? It was up in that heat that finished from about third back to fifth. 17.71 the winning time, so good, not rip snorting, but solid enough. Racing, Shea, just a fair break here, and Scott Motor goes straight to the lead. Shea trying to come after it with Dandy Star, then second time the inside, and Dream Zone starts to go forward as they jam up the front. MacGyver Rama's getting back, well back too. Good time, Alana Consummate Ease. Up to the corner, driving to the lead, Dandy Star. Out wide second time, closer in Scott Motor, then Shea, and in is Dandy Star, and another for the litter that won earlier. Wins it well here from second time. Next to go by was Scott Motor and Shea. Dream Zone behind those runners with the Consummate Ease, MacGyver Rama, Good Time, Alana. Good day for the hunts, and this litter by Star Conquest out of Jetson Jules won the first with Smart Dandy for Brian Hunt. Worked to the lead here. Head on shot will tell us the best story. Today. Racing, Patnot played out about third and Rapidash fourth, but punches up. They share the pace in behind Homebush Pippi and Working Jewel, if that makes any sense. In front here, Homebush Pippi drives to the lead, but coming after it, Rapidash. PJ Pringles works into it. Further back then to Patnot Platt and Opal Jewel. Magic Dandy's a long way back now. Up they come. Rapidash gets over the top and scores from PJ Pringles. Homebush Pippi was bold. Patnot Platt fourth today. And that'd be followed in then by Opal Jewel. Miss Vochka was well back, and Working Jewel a good way from them with the Magic Dandy. Late money came with the two. 18.08 was good enough, and 10.99 for the run home. And Rapidash had to get around Homebush Pippi, who set them up for local trainer Rachel Maisie.